Guys, we'll do the embargo today, which will be at 10:30 on Sunday evening, please, for Mondays. And any questions in Spanish we'll take just before that embargo. Thanks.
Good afternoon, Pep.
Hi.
Manchester City have been the top Premier League goal scorers for the last 3 seasons. I just wondered whether you felt that the attacking players you have this year can go on and achieve the same feat again this season?
I'm not concerned too much about that. We are not in the beginning of the season. We are in the last month in the season. So I don't think we are not going to achieve the best scores goals in the season. But I'm not concerned about that right moment.
Does it become an issue for you, given the form of the players, to keep them all happy, give them enough game time?
Sorry, I didn't understand you.
Does it become an issue for you, given the form of the players, for you to keep them all happy, to give them all enough game time?
No, and I am worried, concerned. I'm thinking about the next game and the next game. So I'm not thinking about too far away, about individual players. You know, the way we have to play in the next game. So keep going our rhythm, our way to play was much better in the last period. That is what I feel. And of course, try to help all the players to be ready, because we will need all of them, and that is what I'm concerned about.
And in terms of, you've spoken about the process of building this attacking unit. What improvements have you seen in the last week, 2 weeks?
A lot. When I see the first half against Swansea is what I want. So we were there all the time. We monopolized the ball. We arrived 6, 7, 8 times the byline. Maybe we didn't create too many chances because it's so difficult. 10 players a day, but they didn't cross almost the half line. So it was a big gap in the second half between the first one, and you have to be more consistent about that. But since, for example, Tottenham at home and West Ham and Crystal Palace and the last games, I think we're more stable. I think we control more, and it's happened things we thought about that or we think about that. But of course, every game is completely different. And Bournemouth at home is a tough team. Swansea wait, and they are so aggressive. Arthur Cam and all the players so aggressive. I admire a lot my colleague, and I think it will be a tough game, and I'm thinking about in that days.
Pep, I spoke to Caballero yesterday. He says that Manchester City are going to fight to the end. In your opinion, what would be a good season for City, given you're 10 points behind Chelsea?
No, to analyze with a good season, a bad season, a disaster season, so you are the chefs, you are the boss. And of course, we're going to analyze in the end of the season with the chairman, with the sport director, with the people, how it was. Now we are in February. It's a lot of games to play in the Premier League. And of course, around the corner is the Champions League. The Cup is more around the corner. And that is what I have to do. But what that team did in the first day and the last game, in the last minute, the last game against Swansea, they never gave up. So that is going to happen. So we are going to be there every game, focus on every game until the last minute. Even the games when we lost 4-0 or 4-2, always the people was there. Sometimes the opponent was better, and just shake hands, congratulations, improve in our defeats. But that guys run, that guys fight, and that is what I want on my team. And at the end of the season, we're going to see how it was our level. When the other was better, congratulations, improve of that, and next season we'll be back.
Away from Manchester City, Philipp Lahm has announced his retirement. What are your memories of him on and off the pitch? Philipp
was and is one of the special person in my life. It's not easy for a Catalan guy go to Germany after triple and start to learn Dutch and involve in that culture. And he helped me a lot on and off the pitch. He's one of the most fantastic players I ever trained in my life. Even talking about the most 30 intelligent players is one of them. Football is going to me is one of the best players I ever seen. He can play in 10 positions, no problems, because he understands the game perfectly. I know when I come back to Munich to see my friends, he will be there. and that is the most precious gift one trainer can have. It was a huge honor for me to be his manager, and I am a little bit sad because I think, on the tip of my heart, he has still football in his legs to play, but maybe not in his head, and that's why he retired. I wish him and his beautiful wife and son, of course, the best in the future, and hopefully, as soon as possible, can be involved in football, because that guys, they are so necessary in the football. It's polite, exceptional person, exceptional player. It was a real pleasure.
Pep, your goalkeepers have had some problems. Your goalkeepers have had some problems this season. Why is it, do you think, that Claudio's found it so hard to adapt to the new club? And can you understand why some people are questioning whether moving Joe Hart out was actually, in hindsight, the best idea?
Always, I think, when the last game we were more stable, we played good because in most of the terms, in our possession, in our defensive movements, in our build-up, in our high pressing, the goalkeepers suffer less. So, my opinion, Claudio remains absolutely the same. He's a top player, a top goalkeeper. He's one of the best in the world. His history, his long career speaks for himself. We don't necessarily talk about that. Football is, of course, here is particularly okay, because it's more crosses, more special things. But of course, he's a top goalkeeper. For me, there's no doubt about that. The decision I take is what I see, why that player not done another one. So that's why I'm here, and I took that decision. It does not mean it's going to happen until the season, and that is what it is.
Hi, Pep. What do you think of Bournemouth's playing style, and does it suit City to play a team that are a bit more open?
But Bournemouth started really well. I think in the last 2 years it was outstanding what they have done. They are so aggressive. It's not a team to wait. They are honest team. They play for the spectators in the terms they want to do something. Of course, they are fast guys to use the counter-attack, and of course, for the atmospheres, Monday, 8 in the evening, everybody is already playing. We are the last ones. And I know what happened against Liverpool. I know what happened against Arsenal, the big teams. Will be a tough game. I have no doubt about that.
Hi, Pep. Will he keep his place this weekend? And do you have any other injury concerns at all?
No, they are everybody fit. They are training amazing. So I'm so happy to be here with that players. So the last period they are good mood. The only regret I have, and the big regret, is I have 5 players in tribune cannot play, another players in the bank, and that is unfair because they deserve to play. But I don't have another solution for that.
And is Willie likely to play this
Willie?
weekend? Willie.
Caballero?
Yes.
What happened?
Will he be keeping his place in the team this weekend?
I don't know. I will decide the day of the game.
Any more questions in English before the embargo? We'll do some in Spanish then. Just here.
Què tal, Pep? Bona tarda, Dani Gil de Mundo Deportivo. Fa uns dies et preguntaven per Nolito i responies que tens fins a 7 alternatives ofensives, però són 6 els partits consecutius que no juga a la Premier League. Què és el que li està faltant per tenir l'oportunitat? I si creus que l'anglès, el fet que no el parli del tot bé, el pot estar afectant a l'hora de l'adaptació?
No. No li falta absolutament res. Li falta que el seu entrenador el posi, cosa que no fa en aquests partits, i bàsicament perquè ja Sané, Gabriel i Raja estan en un moment excepcional. És l'única raó que hi ha. No hi ha cap altra més.
What does Nolito have to do to play more minutes in your team? Nothing. He doesn't need anything more. Just the manager puts him in the pitch. Basically, we have 3 players on top: Leroy, Sterling, and Gabriel Jesus on top shape, and that's the only reason.
Hola Pep, aquí Antonio Fuentes para Deportes 4. El otro día dijo el Kun en zona mixta que le quedan 3 años de contrato, pero que no sabía qué planes tenía el club para él. ¿Puede garantizar que va a estar aquí el año que viene?
El club 5 minutos después hizo una nota diciendo la intención de su manager y el club. Ya la leíste, ya la sabes.
Gracias.
De nada.
Can you guarantee Kun Agüero will be here next season after what he said in the mix zone on Sunday? 5 minutes after those statements, Man City released a note saying the opinion of the club and opinion of the manager about Sergio Aguero's future.
Okay, guys, run an embargo, please, for 10:30 on Sunday.